Hey there, it's Vicki Marie, and today I have a super exciting video. This is a collab. This is a purge and declutter video. I hope this motivates you. Welcome to my room of doom, aka Monica closet, aka room of requirements, my Harry Potter room. This is just a disaster, and I am, oh my goodness, I am so humiliated to show you this.
I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just want to go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, cause honestly don't wanna be stuck.
Today's video is in collaboration with Lori, FNM Lifestyle. We decided to join together and do a collab, and since we both had some things we wanted to work on in our house. So please, after you watch my video, go over and watch her video. It will be linked in my description today. Show her some love. This is her birthday month. So yeah, it's her birthday month. And Lori was my inspiration for vlogging. And honestly, that's the truth. And if you guys have not visited her channel or subscribed to her channel, please go over and do so. She's just one of my favorite YouTubers and helps me to stay motivated.
I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind. Find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Now I've got a story behind this room, and I'm going to share that with you. So this room was my daughter's bedroom before she moved out. And then, because I'm an empty nester, I've got 2 kids, and my daughter was my youngest. When she moved out, I really had a hard time with that. And at first, this was my office. So it was her bedroom, but then we swapped, and it became my office. I swapped and put my office furniture in here, and her bedroom, we moved her to a different room in the house. And I used this for my office for a while. And then, but then she moved out of the house, and I sort of retired my business. And this room had really no function at all. Like, we did not use this room. And it just has become a place to throw everything. So, like, literally, just as you can see. I did use it probably a couple years ago. I was using it to film a little bit on my videos, especially around Vlogmas, because it was a quiet place to come and the room wasn't being used for anything else. Well, I just because I usually am all over the house when I'm vlogging or in my car. I don't come in here very often, and I just started throwing things in here. And then my daughter came over and helped me clean it, and we had it almost all cleaned. And then my closet, the shelves in my closet came crashing down. I just had too much on there. I had some of my banker boxes from my business that I still have in there, and I had just some family files and things like that. I also had a few clothes hung in one side of it. Those are still pretty much intact. Those are my off-season clothes I use in that other side of the closet. I will open this closet up in a little while, and you will see that. But yeah, that's what happened. It came crashing down. The doors came. I heard a crash. I walked in, and the doors were pretty much off, and just everything was in the room. Just came flying out of the room. So I will say that's what I'm cleaning up now. Like, I was so discouraged after that, and it was just a few days before we went on a trip, a week-long vacation. So I was completely overwhelmed and just shut the door and ignored it.
When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm, do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing.
Now this is another corner of the room, and I used to use this. Actually, I had this idea I was going to use this back when the room was actually cleaned for my makeup, and I just transitioned this little area, this corner, into a makeup place, and that's why there's still some things here. This now is just going to be a place where I can keep crafts. I think I'm going to have a craft box here. I have my glue gun. I have just different things in this area. In this room, in my mind, is going to become sort of my craft room. It's going to have my books in it. I have a bookshelf in here, and I do want to get all my banker boxes full of books. I have like 5 banker boxes full of books still that I want to go through and figure out which ones I want to keep. I am in the process of looking at my different areas in my home as containers. I think, who did I learn that from? I've taken so many little mini courses and have been on a summit recently and heard a lot of people talking about organizing. I've even taken a class on Udemy around with a master organizer. That's what I do. I go to the expert and I try to figure out what the perfect way to get this done. And I don't start until I know it's going to be the perfect way to get this done. And finally, when I saw Lori, somehow when she did that video, I just decided to jump in and do it. That's how I got my vlog started, because if I would have thought to myself, I'm going to start a vlog, I would have spent 10 years researching it, and by then I would have lost interest and I never would have started. That's what I do with this room. Apparently that's a pattern of mine. I research and I find the perfect way, and that's why it takes me so long to really tackle things.
Little things get huge, just keep on moving through the beat. Don't let them get the best of you. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
That border there, you can see under the picture, the stars, that is a carryover. My daughter used this room when she was younger, and then she, like I said earlier, she moved out of the room and into another room in my office, and we switched, and I just left the border up because, well, I never had clients in my office. I was always working on the phone as long as I had everybody knows how to do Zoom, and that's pretty much how I did my business for 10 years, or actually longer, on Zoom. I use Zoom a lot for conference calls and video chats.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain.
And And this is the next day. I'm wearing the same shorts, a different shirt. My hair's been up for 3 days now, but I'm determined to get this done. You can see where I've got these containers now that I'm starting to put things into. These were slid out into the hallway for the night, and I just brought them back in now. So I'm more organized than I was, although it doesn't look like it. So I've got a container there of home decor that I'm keeping and some home decor that I am letting go of. I am just a crazy fiend when it comes to home decor. I just don't know when to say stop. And I've got some, like the dry shampoo is sitting there because I have used the dry shampoo for a couple of days now. But the reason it's in here is because I was going to use the corner of this room as a little makeup station. I thought, well, this would be a really good place to put my makeup on because this room doesn't get used for anything else. That's not a good idea for me. I thought, well, I could make this into a big walk-in closet for John and me. But honestly, I'm not a fashion diva. I don't need a walk-in fancy dressing room. I just don't need that. So I'm really looking at my life, what I love to do, how I love to spend my time, not how my favorite YouTubers do their videos. I mean, I am so easily seduced. I see somebody do something and I think, oh, that's a great idea. I could do that. Just because we can do it doesn't mean we ought to, though. We've got to really look at what's important in our life. That's what I'm doing. I am so easily influenced. So yeah, I'm just going to make this room into, I don't know yet, but let's take a look at this closet. So this is, well, you can kind of see in there, I have some banker boxes right there and just some stuff. I have clothes in there on the left, and that right side, you can just see it's just kind of like this shelf was up on top, it fell. I put this little white shelf in there that you can kind of see, so I can use it temporarily until John can build me or we can order a new really good shelving unit in there. But I just have some banker boxes and some storage boxes in here. So I'm able to put some of my carryover handbags that I hardly use and our luggage. Our luggage is in there too. You can't see it because the door's in the way. But that's what we're sort of using the closet for. And I am just really getting honest with myself about what I think looks really cool and what really does work for me. And my life has got to be pretty simple, and that's what I'm about right now. Just simplifying. Let's just simplify, get things done, just keep it simple. And I don't know about you, but by now I am ready to jump in the car and get out of this town, but I've got to stay here. I would love to do a road trip. I'd love to go camping, anything but this, but it's got to be done, so I'm doing it.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new, just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive
I think we learn so much just by doing and observing ourselves. We all have different styles of decluttering. What works for one person may not work for another. A project like this clutters my whole house because I'm pulling stuff out of the room and taking it to other parts of my home. It's one thing to have it contained in here where I can close the door and ignore it, but once I started working in this room, I had pockets of clutter in different areas of my home. As I pulled things out of my room, I took it to the room where it needed to go, even if it was just lying there in a pile on the floor or on the counter. But most of this stuff went in either in garbage bags or to the thrift shop. I am so proud of myself and actually for how much I actually got rid of, things I just never thought I could get rid of. This project took me about 3 days to complete. On the first day, I just listened to some music through my earphones and didn't have time to think. My goal was to pull everything out of that did not belong in this room, and if I knew which room it went in, I would just went right ahead and took it directly to that room. I didn't always put it away right away, and sometimes it might have just been stuck in a pile on the floor or on the counter. It didn't matter, but as the day went on later, I did go back and put those things away. Next, anything that was trash, that was easy. I just threw it in the trash bag and I went right to the garbage can. My garbage man's going to roll his eyes this week. Next, it was something that I wasn't using or I no longer needed. I just went ahead and put those things into a bag or a box to go to the thrift shop. I have completely filled up the back of our pickup truck and the back of our car. I've decluttered this room before, and I find that each time I go through and declutter things, I can let go of a little bit more. I'm still a sentimental fool, but I'm getting smarter. Now by day 2, I could listen to an audiobook because I found that I could focus on the content of the book and stay in action. I didn't have to think so much. But that first day, I couldn't listen to anything but music. I couldn't listen to an audiobook because I would have just been distracted. There were a few things that I put in the thrift pile and then I later took those out and I decided to keep them. I had a couple of containers and I decided that if I could fit it in a container, I could put it into a storage box and fit it into the garage where my other home decor is. But if it didn't fit into the box, I just had to let it go. And that helped me to prioritize knowing that I could only keep so much. Of course, pictures and greeting cards and sentimental things went into a different box and I stored those into my closet downstairs with my pictures. That decluttering project is for another day. But by day 3, I was pretty tired and even started canceling some of my self-care routines, like my visit to the gym and my call with my friend Charlene. Those were hard to cancel because they are just must-dos for me. But I was so stressed that I started clenching my jaw at night and in my sleep, and I could hardly talk or eat without it clicking. That's how stressful it was getting through this project. And the negative self-talk that went on in my head, well, don't get me started. But that's why listening to music or an audiobook is so helpful. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Now, if you've been putting off a big decluttered project, I hope that this helps you get started. In my opinion, you just have to get started. And don't wait for the perfect plan because that's not ever going to happen, or the perfect day to do it, perfect time. Now's the time. Just get it done. And that's what I had to do. I am so grateful that Lori was willing to collab with me, and we both got stuff done. It feels wonderful. If you have not already, please go over and watch Lori's video. I will link that in my description today. If you like videos like this one, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know so I can do more like this. I have a lot of projects I want to do. This is probably the worst decluttering project in my home. Everything else was, well, not nearly like this. But I have some more projects I'm going to be doing and working through in the month of October. Lori and I have a collab coming up for the whole month of October to Be Better, Do Better, or Do Better, Be Better. Yeah. And so if there's something that you've been wanting to do and implement into your life, something to do better, we are going to have an open collab starting in October. So look for that video on October 1st. And we are going to help you do better and be better. You can do whatever you want. It can be, maybe you want to start hydrating and taking better care of yourself. Maybe you want to start journaling. Maybe you want to declutter for 15 minutes a day. Maybe you just want to start a hobby that you've been putting off. Maybe you want to start vlogging. Whatever it is that you've been putting off. Our collab in October is for you. It will help you, and we're going to be working on that together. It's an open collab. There will be a playlist, And you do not have to have a YouTube channel to participate. You can participate in the comments by just commenting on my video and Lori's video, and we will be following this journey through the month of October. So I hope that you'll join me, and I hope that this maybe helps to motivate you. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet, but I will announce that on my upcoming video, what I'm going to be working on in the month of October. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for staying to the end of this video. Take good care. Lift somebody up today. That always helps me. If you're feeling down, it helps to lift somebody else up. We're in this together. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you on the next one.